My mom died 4 days before my 4th birthday, and my brother was 7 weeks old. It left my dad to be a single dad with 2 little kids. My dad always had a sense of humor. Like, even in really horrible times, he'd find something funny about it. My dad would take us to the park and we'd, have a catch or play. And my dad always found something for us to do. And he turned, like, going food shopping into something fun.
Eddie was larger than life. Eddie would walk into a room and you would know that he was there.
He was a contractor, so when business was booming, he had money, but when times were rough, then it was really hard.
I was in 8th grade when my dad first started getting sick. And then they informed him that he had hepatitis C and cirrhosis of the liver, end stage.
I think it was so hard for him because he didn't have insurance and then he had to give up his job.
It got to the point where something so simple as like getting dressed, he couldn't do by himself.
So she had to leave school so that she could help take care of him and her brother, who was still really young.
My dad went into a coma in our house, and the doctor said, sat me and my brother down and said, you guys have to make a decision. Do you want to take him off life support or keep him on? So it's a really tough decision for an 18-year-old and a 14-year-old to make. And he passed away that weekend.
It was really hard for Tracy and Matt, even though they both knew that it was eventually coming. Their dad was their life.
When my mom passed away, she didn't have any life insurance. So it left my dad in a situation where he really struggled, to make ends meet. So he got a life insurance policy for himself and made a will. But then, I guess times got tough and that was one of the bills he stopped paying for a while. So after he became sick, he went back and got a small life insurance policy. If he didn't have that, we probably wouldn't have been able to have like a burial or anything.
And after he passed away, she had to take full responsibility for her brother. She didn't have to, she chose to. She went from being a teenager to a mom.
I went and got guardianship of my brother, went back to working full-time. There was a summer I worked 96 hours a week to keep things going.
She is fiercely independent and very strong. And she did a wonderful job.
I went to all my brother's parent-teacher conferences and, baseball games and things that my dad would have done.
I don't know what I would do if she wasn't in my life after my dad died, because she was kind of like that rock.
I knew I couldn't finish high school. I just went to the community college and I got my GED, and then I signed up for college. After a semester, I realized that I could be a nurse, so I decided that I should switch my major to nursing.
Tracy has become an exceptional student. It's because she has worked very hard. She deserves the scholarship because she's a hard-working young woman. She has had adversity in her life. She's met it headlong, and she's come out a winner.
When I learned I got the scholarship, I was really excited because when you're so focused on how am I going to get the money for school, it really alleviates a lot of the pressure and a lot of the overwhelming feelings you can get.
She's going to graduate from college, she's going to have her degree, and she's going to have everything she's been working so hard for.
I couldn't be more proud. I know she'll be a great nurse, and the sky is the limit, and she'll deserve every second of it.
I want to become a nurse because I think a nurse could be the bright spot in somebody's day. Somebody who's really sick, when they have that nurse that walks in with a smile on their face and ready to take care of them and do anything for them. Ultimately, I just want to help other people.